Hello and welcome to another listening practice video. Today we will take a look at some words and then of course use them in sentences and listen to some sentences that use the grammar from video 2, which is about LNT case endings. So I highly suggest that you first watch the grammar video and then you can come here, learn a few words, to 20 to be precise, and listen to the grammar you just learned. It will always be like this, so every grammar video will have a few accompanying listening practice videos. The first of these, so in this case part 2.1, always will be very simple. So it will be for total beginners. It will introduce you to 20 new words. So this one has 20 new words. Then part 3.1, which goes along with grammar video 3, will also then again have 20 new words for you to learn and will also use the ones from this video. But the other videos, so 2.2, 2.3, will have a bit different listening exercises. They will not require you to actually learn the words. There you're just supposed to use your dictionary, and they will also sometimes be a bit more advanced. So if you're a total beginner, just stick to the parts 0.1, because if you do these, then you also step by step will learn the most important words. I highly recommend that for everything you try to write it down and try to find the words yourself first, because that way you will remember them better. And lastly, like always, my pronunciation is not perfect. So if you have no idea about how stuff is supposed to sound, please first learn pronunciation before you listen to my listening exercise videos. But let's start. First, we will actually build our word list. We will listen to 20 words. We'll look at what they mean. We'll look at how to use them. And afterwards, we will build sentences with them. I will always read them by group. The first group will be a few pronouns. I will read 3 words to you. Try to find them in the dictionary. Oe, nga, po. I will read them again. Oe, nga, po. And I read them one more time. If you need more time, just go back in the video and listen to them 3 more times. Oe, nga, po. I hope you could find them in dictionary and maybe you even recognize them already. Our pronouns are oe, which means I, nga, which means you, and po, which is gender neutral they, so it means he or she. There are gendered versions of these, but for the begin, just remember the po, because the gender neutral version is actually used more often. We will not look at the plural pronouns today, so they as in plural they, you as in plural you, and we as in plural of me. We'll stick with the singular forms for today. Next, let's listen to some nouns. I have 5 nouns for you to listen to. Try to find them yourself in the dictionary. Siuve, kelku, nantang, mauti, numeju. I read them again. Siuve, kelku, nantang, mauti, numeju. Siuve, kelku, nantang, mauti, numeju. I read them one more time. Like I said, you can always go back and listen to them a few more times. Stop the video, really, if you have written them down, stop the video and try to find them yourself in the dictionary. Siuve, kelku, nantang, mauti, numeju. And these are the words, our nouns for today. Siuve means food, so it's just general stuff you eat, food. Kelku is home, but also house, your house you live in. Nantang is a viper wolf. Just so you don't get confused, I usually just translate Nantang as Nantang. So I usually don't really translate the animal names. So later in the video you will see that I just translate Nantang as Nantang. Mauti is a fruit. And numeju is a student, so it comes from nume, which is to learn. plus you makes a person who is doing the verb, so a person who nume, a person who learns, so a learner or a student. Next, let's take a look at the core part, the verbs. I have a lot of new verbs for you today. I think it's 8 verbs today. I will read them all, and like I said, you can always go back and listen to it multiple times. So listen to the list as long until you understood everything, could find everything in the dictionary. Lu, dog, efu, neu, ca, nong, yom, staum. I will read them again. Lu, dog, efu, neu, ca, nong, yom, staum. And again from the beginning. Lu, dog, efu, neu, ca, nong, yom, staum. And one last time. Lu, dog, efu, neu, ca, nong, yom, staum. I know these are a lot of words, and probably just when I read them quickly you cannot write them down quickly enough, but this video is really meant that you stop at places to have time to write stuff down or go back in the timeline. And I hope you found some of them in the dictionary or maybe even recognized some of them. These are our verbs. These are of course a bit more interesting. If you have watched the video, the grammar video, which I hope you have, then you know that there are transitive and intransitive verbs. Lu is an intransitive verb, so you cannot use it with LMT. It means to be. You can use it in different ways. You can use it together with another noun. For example, oe lu nume you, I am a student. Then you need no case ending. So lu is one of the very few verbs, there are not many of these, so called copular verbs, which means you can put 2 nouns together with the verb without a case ending. That is not normal, that's really an exception. But with lu you can do it. Oe lu nume you, I am a student. Talk, however, is to be at a place. So for example, if you say I am home, you would not say oe lu gelku. That would mean that you are the home, so you are a house. Instead you would say well dog gelkuti. You can probably already hear there is a L and a T ending there because dog is transitive. So L and T endings. Efu is also transitive and it means to feel, but very often actually you use it intransitively with adjectives. So for example, if you say that you are tired or that you are hungry or that you are sad or happy, then you would always use efu to feel, but not lu to be. So even though we say I am happy, so to be, which we would translate as lu, in Natvi we say oe efu nitram, I feel happy. So that's a very important distinction between lu and efu. After having 3 times now to be, basically in English, let's look at some other verbs that are helpful. Neu is to want, so if you want something, it's transitive. By the way, all the following verbs are transitive, so lu is the only intransitive verb on this list. You can also use neu as a modal verb, but we will ignore that for now and just use it as a normal transitive verb, so ignore the rest. So you can use neu as a transitive verb if you say that you want something, so a noun. For example, I can say well, neu sjuveti. One thing you maybe noticed here is that I didn't say oel, but well. So oe, as soon as you put something behind it, like a case ending or something, becomes we. So you pronounce it as one syllable. Then we have ca, to see. It's also a normal transitive verb, so you can say well, ca sjuveti. Nong is to follow, also a transitive verb. Well, nong ngati, I follow you. Yom is to eat, also normal transitive verb. Staum is to hear, also normal transitive verb, so just use with L and T. Lastly, let's look at some adjectives because they are useful. We have some verbs we can use them with. I will read the adjectives, it's 4 of them. Try to write them down yourself and try to find them in a dictionary. Spin, weu, nitram, ween. Spin, weu, nitram, ween. Spin, weu, nitram, ween. I read them one more time. Spin, weu, nitram, ween. And have you found something in the dictionary? Let's take a look at them. Spin means sick, so ill or sick. You can use it both with lu and with fu. The difference here is that, for example, a doctor would probably never say that you fu sick or spin. They would say nga lu spin, because the doctor doesn't know how you feel. He's just stating a fact that you are sick. But you yourself would probably say o fu spin, because you feel sick. But of course, then if you know that it's a fact that you're sick, you can also use lu there. Weu is cold, so you could say oe fu weu. I am cold, so literally I feel cold. But you could also state siuve lu weu. The food is cold. So here we use lu again because the food is just cold. That's a fact. It's not the way that the food is feeling because the food doesn't really feel, right? Nitram is happy. So you would use that one with fu to feel because happy is the way you feel. And lastly we have ween, fast. So you could say something like nantang lu ween. The nantang is fast. During this word list, I always told you examples that use English word order. Of course, word order is flexible in that way. And during the sentences, I will use a variety of different word orders. Let's actually start with the sentences. How we will do this is that I will read 10 sentences to you, while you can still look at the word list on the screen. So please take a piece of paper and a pen and write down the sentences you hear. You can use the word list as a help. Try to listen for the words, try to listen for the case endings if there are any. Many sentences will not have any case endings. And then try to translate the sentence. I will read every sentence 3 times. Then I will go to the next one. After 10 sentences, I will go to the next slide and we will look at these sentences. I have 30 sentences incomplete, so we will probably be here a while reading sentences. I hope you have fun. Let's start. First sentence. Nga yom. Nga yom. Nga yom. Second sentence. Oe lu numeju. Oe lu numeju. Oe lu numeju. Third sentence. Nga weu fu. Nga weu fu. Nga weu fu. Fourth sentence. Gelkuti dok nantangil. Gelkuti dok nantangil. Gelkuti dok nantangil. Fifth sentence. Nantangil numejuti staum. Nantangil numejuti staum. Nantangil numejuti staum. Sixth sentence. Ngal ca gelkuti. Ngal ca gelkuti. Ngal ca gelkuti. Seventh sentence. Po lu spin. Po lu spin. Po lu spin. Eighth sentence. Nantang lu win. Nantang lu win. Nantang lu win. Ninth sentence. Ngal wedi nong. Ngal wedi nong. Ngal wedi nong. And 10th sentence. Weu lu siuve. Weu lu siuve. Weu lu siuve. So that was very quick now. Look at your notes, try to see if you maybe can fill some question marks you still might have there. And of course, feel free to go back, re-listen to everything, and really try to get all the sentences. But in case you have all the sentences already, let's actually discuss them. Sentences 1 to 5. First one was nga yom. Very simple, you eat. We don't need the L ending here because we don't have a direct object, so it's not stated what we're eating, we're just eating generally. So, nga yom. We could of course also flip it around and say yom nga, and it would mean the same. Oe lu numeju. I am a learner. That's just the usage of lu that we discussed earlier, that we can put oe and numeju together in the sense of lu to say that they are equal, like I am numeju. I am a learner. Next, nga weu efu. You feel cold, or usually in English you would probably say you are cold. Here we need efu because it's about how we feel or perceive something. Next, we finally get case endings. Gelkuti dok nantangil. So here you see that the L ending is on the nantang. So the nantang is the subject, the one who is somewhere. The gelku is the direct object, so the thing that is been at. Dok is not really a good example to explain that. But you see, it translates to the nantang is at home. You don't need to put the at into the Natvi sentence here, because it's kind of included into the dog. Nantangil numejuti staum. The nantang here is the learner. Again, we have the L ending on the nantang, because the nantang is the one hearing something. And we have the T ending on the numeju, because the numeju, the learner, is the one being heard. So direct object. Next, sentences 6 to 10. Ngal ca gelkuti. You see the house or the home. Again, L ending on the nga because you are the one seeing. T ending on the kelku because the kelku, the house, home, is the thing being seen. Po lu spin. He is sick. So here we used lu. That means that he actually is sick, like it's a fact that he is sick. We are not talking about how he is feeling, we are just talking about what actually is a fact. Nantang lu win. The nantang is fast, or the viper wolf is fast. Again, lu used with an adjective to just say how someone or something is. Ngal wedi nong. You follow me. L ending on the nga shows that you are the one who is doing something, so you are following. And the T ending on the we, on the oe, to show that I'm the one being followed. So I'm the direct object. And lastly, weo, lu, siuve, the food is cold. That one I spelled already before because I used this as an example when I explained the words. But yeah, the food is just cold. So weo, lu, siuve. Let's go back to our word list. So let's listen to the next 10 sentences. Again, I will read every sentence 3 times. But if you afterwards still have question marks, which if you are first time listening to Navi, you probably will have, feel free to go back, listen to everything again. First sentence. Efu nitram numeju. Efu nitram numeju. Efu nitram numeju. Second sentence. Staum nantangti well. Staum nantangti well. Staum nantangti well. Third sentence. Ngati nong nantangil. Ngati nong nantangil. Ngati nong nantangil. Fourth sentence. Pol mautiti neu. Pol mautiti neu. Pol mautiti neu. Fifth sentence. Ca nantangil poti. Ca nantangil poti. Ca nantangil poti. Sixth sentence. This one is very similar to the last one. Ca nantangit pol. Ca nantangit pol. Ca nantangit pol. Seventh sentence. Oe efu spin. Oe efu spin. Oe efu spin. Eighth sentence. Bo win lu. Bo win lu. Bo win lu. Ninth sentence. Nga efu nitram. Nga efu nitram. Nga efu nitram. And lastly, 10th sentence. Yom nantang. Yom nantang. Yom nantang. So, in case you still have question marks in your notes, now go back and re-listen to the stuff again. We will now discuss the sentences. So, first 5 sentences. Efu nitram numeju. The learner is happy. Efu because we are talking about how he is feeling and not how he actually is. Staum nantangti well. I hear the nantang. Nantang has the T ending, so the nantang is the one or the thing being heard. I have the L ending, so I am the subject, the one hearing. Ngati nong nantangil. The nantang follows you. The nantang has the L ending, so nantang is the one following. You, nga, have the T ending, so you are the one being followed. So the direct object. Pol mautiti neu. He or she wants a fruit. Po has the L ending, so he or she is the one wanting something. Mautiti is the direct object because the T ending. Note here that it looks like it has 2 T endings, but the base word is mauti, so it ends already in the T. We of course still have to add the T ending to it, so we get mautiti with 2 T's. Ca nantangil poti. The nantang sees him or her. So nantang has the L ending, so it's the one seeing. Po has the T ending, so it's the one being seen. Ca nantang nit po. She or he sees the nantang. So here we have almost the same sentence as before, with the only difference that we switched on the case ending. So of course, subject and direct object are being switched, so the nantang sees him or her becomes she or he sees the nantang. Oe efu spin, I feel sick. Po win lu, she or he is fast. Nga efu nitram, you are happy. Yom nantang, the nantang eats. Back to our word list. The last 10 sentences, then you have survived. I read each of them again 3 times, and then we will discuss them. First sentence. Well dog gelguti. Well dog gelguti. Well dog gelguti. Second sentence. Nantang efu weu. Nantang efu weu. Nantang efu weu. Third sentence. Neu nantangil siuveti. Neu nantangil siuveti. Neu nantangil siuveti. Fourth sentence. Win numeju lu. Win numeju lu. Win numeju lu. Fifth sentence. Nantang spin lu. Nantang spin lu. Nantang spin lu. Sixth sentence. Weti yom mautil. Weti yom mautil. Weti yom mautil. Seventh sentence. Well neu mautiti. Well neu mautiti. Well neu mautiti. Eighth sentence. Nantangit well staum. Nantangit well staum. Nantangit well staum. Ninth sentence. Pol gelkuti dog. Pol gelkuti dog. Pol gelkuti dog. Last sentence for today. Nitram oe efu. Nitram oe efu. Nitram oe efu. So, in case if you have still some question marks in your sentences, now is the time to go back, and now we will look at the sentences. Well dog gelkuti. Again, dog is a transitive verb, so we need to mark the subject, the one who is somewhere with an L ending, well, and then the place we are at with a T. So well dog gelkuti, I am at home, or I am home, or I am in my home. Nantang efu weu. The nantang feels cold. Neu nantangil siuveti. The nantang wants food. Nantang has the L ending because the nantang is the one wanting something. The food, the siuve, has the T ending because it's the thing being wanted. Win numeju lu. The learner is fast. Nantang spin lu. The nantang is sick. Poor nantang, I just realized he first felt cold and then he was sick. Probably he is sick because he felt cold before. And now the last sentences. Weti yom mautil. Probably you found this one a bit weird. Maybe you said, I eat the fruit because it makes more sense. But no, case ending says that the mauti, the fruit, is the one eating because it has the L ending. I have the T ending, so I am the thing being eaten. So the translation here is the fruit eats me. The sentence doesn't make sense. I just put it in here for you to check if you are actually listening to the case endings. Well, neu mautiti. Here we have some more logical case endings again, with oe, I getting the L ending because I want something, and the mautiti getting the T ending because what do I want? A fruit. Nantang niet well staum. I hear the nantang. I think till now you already got it here. So I get the L ending because I hear the nantang, and the nantang gets the T ending because it's the thing being heard, or the one being heard. Pol gelkutitok. She or he is at home. And lastly, nitram oe efu. I am happy. So, that was it for today. If you have any questions, like always, you can contact me on Discord or just ask in the comments. The next 2 videos will be a bit more advanced listening practice, not very advanced, but a bit not with, you will not be given all the words, and it will be more advanced. But after, there will soon also be again a video in this style about grammar video number 3. And for that, then I highly recommend that you learn the words in this video, because in the next video that is in this style, I will again give you 20 new words, but then the sentences will have words from the list we had today and from the new list. So it will gradually become more and more words. So hopefully in a few months when I'm done with all these videos, you can go through these videos and gradually build your vocab and learn 20 new words with every video. But until then, hi Yellow, my frappo.